Hello, and welcome to the first video of my mason jar projects. This is the first project I made, and in this wide mouth jelly jar, you see a digital measuring device. It measures the distance from the top here to things, and the way it works is you just you point it at stuff, and you run this little app. And so I'm pointing at the candle, and it's 32 centimeters to that candle. I'm going to point it over here at this box, and it's 27 centimeters. And then I can, whatever I point it at, I just push. And so it's like 13 centimeters. What's really neat about this is that it's actually as good or better than like high-end professional equipment. It goes 40 meters and measures in centimeter, units. And it's just a really cool thing. And I love that it's like kind of steampunky in this mason jar. I also like where the components came from. Let me start with, all of the stuff that I'm about to talk about will be, in the description, right? There'll be links to everything so that you can replicate this. Even the source code will be in the description. So let me start with this switch. So this little gorgeous, satisfying, manly switch here, I actually got out of this candle someone gave us for Christmas. It had the switch just sort of shoved in there, and it was like a gag gift. And so I thought that it would be equally funny to put it into use. And then the way that power flows, the switch controls the power, which starts with this little battery pack, which is part of the rfduino kit. So the rfduino is the Bluetooth brains behind this whole thing. It's what talks to the measuring device up here, which is a pulse light lidar sensor. And it sends the data over to Bluetooth, and you can get this I got a starter pack, so it came with this the brains, and then the programmer, and then this little prototyping gizmo here. It's got some buttons and an LED, and then I bought the battery pack and the proto-board so I could wire things up and like make this permanent. Of course, the mason jar, about mason jars, they're quite lovely. What I did was I drilled into the mason jar. Well, it's really grinding with this kit that I got on Amazon. And I just found one that was about the right size of the switch, ground it in there, and then got rid of the burred edges with this $5 Harbor Freight grinding tool. And then, at first I prototyped it up with a bunch of wires, right? And then once I made sure it was working, I just soldered it and put it in there. And then I hacked the code that I will be providing for you, based on the demos that the rfduino people give you. It's a really, really awesome it's the best Bluetooth thing that you can currently get as far as I'm concerned. It's priced right, it's wicked powerful, you can do all kinds of neat things with it, and I highly recommend that. That's basically, that's how it works. Total, so this is the most expensive part, $149, which, that is pretty pricey. I've recently learned that you can make these yourself for about $20. So if you're interested in me doing a build for that, let me know, by commenting or, however all that fancy intertube stuff works. And I will make a cheaper version of this. Right now, this is like $40 worth of parts here, and plus the $150. And so we could make this thing for $60, which is pretty cool. Hope you enjoyed it. Next up, like I said, is the cat toy with the extra laser diodes that I got, which are floating around here. So when I bought the one to go in, I got a pack of 10, so I'm going to make all these cat toys that will also be Bluetooth controlled. So there you go. Cheers.